Good afternoon, everybody. So I just making some meatloaf, and I figured I would jump on and say hello. So I'm doing, I love to make it with the stovetop stuffing mix. So it's really easy. I usually add in some A1 sauce just because I love it, and I didn't pull any of that out. So I've got 2 pounds of meat. I'm using ground beef. So I'm going to put that in. And I've got eggs and water. And like I said, I usually do a little bit of A1 sauce. And I'm going to top it with barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to bake it for an hour. I'm going to put it in my stone loaf pan, and I just love when the meatloaf comes out, it is literally cooked off of the sides of the stone pan. So there's nothing like stuck, and it's not because it's swimming in grease. So I'll show you. It's like really amazing. If you've ever cooked with stones, you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. Like the food literally cooks off it, which is really, really cool. So I just kind of wanted to get some of that burger. I had one package that was kind of semi-frozen earlier. So we're gonna do my eggs. And I didn't, usually I have a trash dish sitting here. All right, so now we're gonna just mix this up. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I've just got a little bit on the bottom is where I've got the stuffing, so I'm gonna put that around as much as I can. But you know, the secret to good meatloaf is that you don't wanna play with the ground meat too much. So, that being said, I'm mixing it. I want to get the stuffing off the bottom. And I just like using my hands. I do have you see I have a spoon here, but I'm not even really using it because I like to feel that it's all mixed. And I am literally going to pull everything off the bottom. See, I've got egg. There we go. How do you make your meatloaf? Use a spoon? Do you like to get your hands in it? What do you add in that's like one of your favorite things? All right, so it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get the little guys that jump ship here. All right, so one of the things the recipe calls for greasing my loaf pan, which I'm not gonna do because nothing sticks to it. So I'm literally going to just pile this in here. I'm going to top it with the barbecue sauce. Somebody else doesn't want to get eaten. Okay. Wash my hands really quick. I love making meatloaf with the stovetop dressing, and that's just the savory herbs one. You could use whatever one you have on hand. It doesn't really matter. I'm kind of like that. I just use whatever I have. And then I have some sweet honey barbecue craft barbecue sauce. So I'm going to scoop that over the top. And then when my oven gets up to 350, I am plopping this in for an hour. So, you know, meatloaf does take a while, but it is so good. And this is something that my husband will eat as leftovers because he's very picky about leftovers, so I have to be really careful. Otherwise, I'm going to be eating something for a week and a half, which is way beyond the recommended 3 to 4 days for leftovers. Unless I freeze it, and then I'm going to have a bunch of stuff in the freezer, so it just depends on what it is that I make. So I'm very careful about that. Live and learn, right? All right, so now I'm going to spread the sauce. And then in the oven, just in time, look at that, perfect timing. Okay, it's going in for an hour, and I will jump back on and I'll post a picture of my meatloaf in the comments below the video. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let me know, what are you having tonight for dinner?